Well, hello there everybody, welcome in to the stream. I'm Charlie Merriman, I'm Merri by name, I'm Merri by nature, and I'm very merry indeed to welcome you tonight to some more Pokémon Legends ZA action, casting, and then some ranked battles as well. I'm very sorry for the delay everybody. Initially I had planned to start streaming at 7:30, so like 50 minutes ago. Pushed it back away, and now I'm a little bit late as well, but it's been a full-on day. Some of you might not have seen it. I've released a new video summarising last week's casting stream from ZA. I was the first in the world to do that, I believe, and so just summarising the things that I learned. And so do check that out. It's like a 50-minute summary of 3 battles and just an initial exploration of things that I learned. But for now, we're going to be doing some more casting and then some ranked battles afterwards, so I will be doing some playing of the battles as well afterwards. So I released that. I also recorded with That's a Plus One today for my podcast Chazingdra Chats, live stories and dream teams of people in the Pokemon community. Looking forward to you all listening to that. We had a really lovely chat, me and Philip Winget and I. So that will be dropping soon. And then also, oh yeah, I did a Las Vegas recap for the Las Vegas Regional Championships this past weekend. It's all been going on. It's all been going on. But anyway, we're here now for some casting and for some battles. So welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Alex, massive shout out to you. Love the thumbnail that you did for my latest video, so thank you so much. Alex, a very talented artist, everybody, so do check out Alex's work. Very great to see you. Ellie, Rich, good evening to you as well. Wonderful to see you, Merri members. We have a couple new Merri members that joined over the weekend as well, so shout out to them, and I hope that they will hop into the stream at some point. Good evening to you, Sunrise, and merry evening to you as well, Tony. Well, I feel like you've been waiting long enough, everybody, so let's dive into some battles. Again, provided by Moxie Boosted and JoeUX9. Huge shout out to them. Commentating over Pokémon Legends ZA battles. So, let's hop in. Alrighty then. So, we need to go into the cinema mode for this. Good. So, if you're not familiar, everybody, Pokémon Legends ZA. The battles work very differently from traditional Pokemon VGC, the style of battles that we see in the Pokemon video games. They're real-time, running around a map. Moves have cooldown times instead of PowerPoint, so you can't just keep spamming the same move over and over again. They're 3 minutes long, and they're more Battle Royale style, and the person who claims the most KOs in those 3 minutes wins. I learned a huge amount from casting this last week on stream. I'm looking forward to continuing to develop that tonight. And hopefully at some point we'll be able to stream alongside another caster so that we can commentate the competitive Pokemon ZA action together. But for now, it will just be little old me. And yeah, first we will be featuring, I believe this is a team from, Moxie Boosted. And it's a Blastoise, Yveltal, and Excadrill team. So, very exciting indeed. Blastoise, that is my first partner Pokemon of choice from Kanto. And we will dive into commentating some games. Everybody, please do let me know how your Mondays have been. As I just said, mine was very busy, and I hope you've had a busy Monday in a good way as well. Let me know about your weekends too. I had a relatively chill one, catching up with some sleep, getting the video ready that dropped today, etc. Oh no, of course, Alex. No, thank you so much for your help. Sunrise, how awesome was the Las Vegas Regional? I know, insane. Do check out my recap that I did of that. I posted it as a YouTube short. Incredible, wasn't it, Sunrise? Have good news. You found a shiny Bidoof. Hey! Your Eternal Forest Hunt is coming along nicely. Ellie, great to hear it. Cast over ads featuring... Yeah, that's true. We'll see, and I'm sure there will be ads tonight as well. Good evening to you, Damien. Let's get ready to rumble indeed. Now, last week, I had some background music. What I've learned, though, is that if I make a video, as I have done with last week's stream, it's hard if I include some background music on the stream. So I'll probably be going musicless. And also, everybody, I might not be able to be as loud and bring quite as much hype tonight versus last week. We'll keep it a little bit down. But we'll see. We'll see how that develops. I'm going to grab my water, which is just here, and then we'll get into it. So, before we start casting, I encourage everyone, and if you've seen my EUIC video, you'll be familiar with this as well, to do a little bit of a warm-up. Let's just siren up and down our range. So on sound, we go... That wakes up the entire vocal range and means that we can access higher pitch and lower pitch just as easily, because we never know when we'll have to switch between them in the heat of a battle. We can do some tongue twisters. I commentate competitive Pokemon professionally. 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 Terra Stella Celesteela, Terra Stella Celesteela, Terra Stella Celesteela, and we can use our entire range while we do these tongue twists as well, just to keep waking them up. Terra Stella Celesteela, Terra Stella Celesteela, Terra Stella Celesteela, Terra Stella Celesteela. Good, and just trilling the lips. Getting the face active as if we're chewing gum. Sticky gum. I know you look silly, but it's going to be worth it. And moving the lips around. Yeah, good. That's a little warm-up anyway, so just so we can get things moving. Exactly, Ellie. Good. Good to see the typing out of the warm-ups. I'm sure that will help you no end. Game of subs, jump scares. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, Alex, they will be here. Great. So, again, these battles are 3 minutes long, and I'll just be talking throughout the whole time, because there's always so much going on, and I'm looking forward to bringing things I learned from last time into the casting this time. And the plan for the stream already, we'll do some casting, and then we'll do some rank battles after that. So we'll cast a few games, then battle a few games. Sound good? Let's dive into Pokemon Legends EA Competitive. Alrighty then. Thank you for typing that out, Ellie. Again, I'm sure that tongue twister will help you no end. What can this man not do? Alrighty, so where is the start of the battle here? We're going to skip through that little advert that Moxie had there. Again, huge shout out to Marcos Perez and Moxie Boosted. Marcos Perez, Moxie Boosted, and JoeUX9, Joseph Ugarte for providing battles for me to cast over. With that being said, let's get into our first one, everybody. So, I'll hydrate. Enjoy those custard creams. And apologies for the lack of background music, by the way, everybody. Again, it's just to make editing a video easier if I were to do that. But maybe it'll make it easier to focus on what's going on as well. So, in 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to more Pokemon Legends ZA casting. I am Charlie Merriman, I'm Merri by name, and I'm Merri by nature, and I'm very merry indeed to welcome you to the Quasartico headquarters as Blastoise hits the field. This fascinating Blastoise Eviltal team that Moxie Boosted Marcos Perez has joined to the fray. Blastoise is staring down a Pikachu over there, and we also have an Ampharos, of course, super effective into the Blastoise, so switching right into that Excadrill, immune to the electric type moves, and Excadrill able to set up the Swords Dance, all the better for the fact that Ampharos has just set up the Reflect, fast travelling along with that Drill Run move here, and the Excadrill really pinning down this Ampharos. And with the attack boost from the Swords Dance, let's see if it can make the very most of that. We've already got a KO from the red trainer here. Earthquake, super effective, and through the Reflect, the Ampharos is actually able to hang on. And the switch, now Garchomp, meaning that Excadrill is vulnerable to an Earthquake, but the switch into Eviltal, which of course is immune to those ground-type moves, hovering above. Now we have Skarmory really rising up the ranks, but it's going to go down to an immediate heat wave from this Eviltal here. Super effective, of course, switching right back into the Blastoise. Moxie has received no KOs as of this point. It's only the green trainer that's yet to score any kind of KO. We've got this Mega Garchomp on the field, and it's just claim one against this shiny Delphox that hopped into the fray. Blastoise targeting down with the Hydro Pump. Didn't seem to be achieving much there. What seems to be an Alpha Metagross here as well, meaning that it natively has better stats than some other Pokemon. So Metagross trying to jump around. It gets an attack boost as well. Goodra switching in now. We don't see too many Goodra in Pokemon Legends EA Competitive. Attempting to get this Blastoise with the Earthquake, and it is just caught in that blast radius there. So Blastoise brought down low. Goodra looking like they were attempting an electric type move here. Now the purple trainer is on 3 KOs. Blastoise is finally going to be felled. Moxie going to receive their first KO. A little bit of a timeout so that Moxie can decide which Pokemon to lead with this time around, and this time it will be the Blastoise once more. Now charging down this Metagross again, and the Metagross is going to be going down here. Now, thankfully, an attack boost for this Blastoise, and the Delphox caught right in the radius, and in fact, it's frozen there, and the Pikachu trying to target down the Blastoise as well, and now Moxie, another KO received, and so going to be switching in the Excadrill here instead of the Blastoise, but going to switch immediately right back to the Blastoise, seeing some of the Pokemon that the other trainers have been running here, and going for the immediate Mega as well. Mega Blastoise is at the field, everybody. The purple trainer way in the lead with 4 KOs right now. Blastoise, hopefully with that Ice-type move, going to be able to be doing big damage into the Mega Garchomp, but unfortunately the KO received there onto Moxie's Pokemon. Now 4 apiece for purple and green, as Yveltal this time is going to be the lead Pokemon of choice. You don't often see it because Xerneas, of course, threatens it with super effective damage and threatens all the dragons in the format as well, but Moxie trying to make it work. The Ice Punch into the Yveltal, no freeze, but it's big damage, and the Dark-type move right back into this Metagross. Attempted Heavy Slam, the Yveltal hanging on, and the Heat Wave in response means that the Metagross is going to go down, but now Moxie unfortunately has lost all that HP as well. The time is ticking down. We're only 15 seconds left in this battle, everybody. Time for the immediate Mega Evolution onto the Blastoise 2. Can Moxie claw this back? Can they try and win? No, it's just going to be the immediate KO from the Ampharos there. The Green Trainer now on 7 KOs, and 3, 2, 1... And that's going to be the end of the Battle Royale, everybody. Wow, really dominant display from that Green Trainer there. And Moxie Boosted Marcos Perez, unfortunately, not quite claiming the KOs that they would have liked to in that game. Just with the 2 KOs, in fact, Moxie unfortunately finishing in the 4th position. But really fascinating to see the Blastoise coming into the fray. Really not a Pokemon we see too often, but with access to those Ice-type moves, really fantastic into Pokemon like Garchomp and Dragonite and all of those other dragons that threaten down the format right now. I love the Excadrill switching because, of course, that's immune to the Electric-type moves that threaten the Blastoise so heavily. And interesting to see how Moxie is trying to make the Yveltal work. Let's see if Yveltal is able to pay dividends for them in future games. But huge congratulations to that Green Trainer there. Let's queue up another battle very shortly. And scene. Well... we're blowing out the cobwebs there, aren't we, everybody? Yes, I apologise I haven't been catching up on the chat. Of course, when I'm casting, I've just got to be focused on those games. I was pretty pleased with that as a first cast back after a good few days of having not casted this. I think there's probably more to talk about. As I talked about in the video I released today, it's kind of hard to keep an eye on the messages that pop up on the side of the screen, as well as the action happening in-game. So that's something I'm working on. Again, ideally, we'd be seeing this from all 4 players' perspectives in a split screen, but unfortunately, just the way we have the game right now, there's no spectator mode. We're just seeing it from Moxie's perspective. I don't mean to give, a bias to the perspective that we're seeing, but inevitably it's going to happen because there will be some action that's happening off-screen that we cannot commentate. You have custard creams as well, Ellie. Very nice. It's called a Shiny Alpha Excadrill. Oh my goodness, that's an amazing find, Mr. Browser. Congratulations. Jack, doing very well, thank you. How are you doing? How was your weekend? And scene, indeed. Thank you very much, Ellie. I'm glad you're enjoying the and scene. Maybe that should become a catchphrase that I use. And unmega evolving as well. That's something that I used in the streams last week in the video, which I'm not sure is the best way of talking about Mega Evolution ending, but there we go. And how was everyone's weekend? Let me know in the chat. Good. Well, nice to de-rust a little bit there, and I think we'll queue up another battle right now. Is there anything else for me to say after I hydrate? Remember to hydrate, everybody. I don't think so. Yeah, I think we'll just queue up another battle. At least we weren't hit with an ad that time. Famous last words. Let's see. Alrighty. Let's jump to another battle. Oh, looks like maybe Moxie makes some changes to the team. Not sure. Alright. Have focus. Alright. Let's go. Welcome everybody to this map with the pond right in the middle here. I'm Charlie Merriman, Merri by name, Merri by nature. Let's take a dip in that pond. Let's refresh ourselves with what our trainers are going to be running. The Blastoise hits the field for Moxie. Not a Pokemon we see too often in ZA ranked battles competitive scene. Let's see what it can achieve. It loves to see this Garchomp with the Ice Beam move here as well. Without having set up the workup, just going for that damage. And unfortunately, the Garchomp will be dodging it thanks to its dig move, granting it that invulnerability for a quick turn. And this means the Moxie has received a KO here. We've got an Umbreon on the field as well. Let's see what that is able to achieve. Now Garchomp, this Alpha Garchomp, no less, is able to set up a Soul's Dance, but this time can Blastoise target it down with an Ice Beam, or indeed a workup, attempting the Ice Beam, and the perfectly timed switch from the Garchomp trainer right into the Vaporeon, which really takes not very effective damage, and so it loves to see the Ice Beam coming. Greninja has hit the field, and Yveltal might have to take a serve, but no, it looks like if anything, it looked like the trainer blocked that. Not that that's how that works, as the Ice Beam attempted now into the Yveltal, but responding right back with what looked like a Focus Blast there, and now a Dark Pulse, perhaps that was. Oh no, the Oblivion Wing, of course, down into that slot as well. Recovering some HP, that's where Yveltal really comes into its own. But switching right back into this Mega Blastoise now, even in the face of the Ampharos and the drill run from the Excadrill attempted into that Ampharos, of course, super effective, and Moxie claims their first KO. Another Ice Beam though, and this time it's going to land right into that Garchomp, even though it goes for the Dragon Rush, granting it that little split second of invulnerability, and fortunately, no freeze for that trainer, and the Garchomp having picked up a defense boost there as well, giving it more longevity on the field. Now Greninja taking a card out of Blastoise's book, trying to get that Ice Beam off into that Garchomp once more. Another Ice Beam attempted, but unfortunately no trainer, no target. Of course, you have to run around the map and try and find those targets as best you can. The shiny Alpha for the shiny Mega for Alligator, now a shiny Steelix as well. The shinies all round everybody, so super effective, and it does go off before the dig. Really well timed by Moxie there, and claiming another KO. 2 KOs having been claimed by Moxie here, and the red trainer having claimed 3. Focus Blast, really nice tech move, but fortunately the Excadrill going to dodge it and able to set up a Swords Dance, and the Ampharos really threatened here, but with the Reflect, that means that it's going to be able to take that ground type damage all the better. And the Shucker Berry, lovely to see that onto the Excadrill, weakening the power of Garchomp's dig, giving it more longevity and meaning it's able to get off more damage than trainers might expect. Yveltal attempting another Oblivion Wing here down into the Vaporeon, and of course we've got the Mega Greninja on the field, so cool to see. Not able to quite claim the KO there, and attempted Ice-type move into the Yveltal with what looks like no KO there from Moxie, and the Yveltal just hanging on there once more from that Greninja's Ice Beam here, and the Yveltal really on low health, wanting to recover with the Oblivion Wing, but actually just able to claim the KO onto the Greninja there. Now, Thunderbolt, super effective into Yveltal, that's finally going to be enough to claim the KO, and it's only 15 seconds left in this game, trainers. It really flies by in ZA rank battles, doesn't it? And we're down to the final 10 seconds. Excadrill coming in. Can we weave in a last minute KO here? Can we get Moxie up to 4 KOs? Yes, we can. That is a fantastic KO there onto the opposing Excadrill, and with the final 3 seconds and the final Mega Evolution from Feraligatr, that's going to be the end of that ZA Battle Royale. And I think what that means is that we've got Moxie tied with the Red Trainer, yes, on 4 KOs apiece, and they are in joint first position. So massive congratulations to them. Let's see what happens as we queue up another battle there. But Blastoise really showing its worth here, because of course, not only does it have access to Ice Beam to threaten super effective damage onto the dragons, but it also has Flash Cannon, so that Xerneas, for example, and other fairy types would take super effective damage, and the Work Up is a really nice move to be able to have access to be able to boost up your offensive prowess even when you don't get something like Swords Dance, and of course Work Up better for those special attackers like Blastoise. Anyway, Yveltal, it really does sort of balance out that Pokemon, that it can heal up using its Oblivion Wing move. Otherwise, I think it would just be outclassed by Pokemon like Xerneas, dealing super effective fairy-type damage into it. But being able to heal up means that the Yveltal can just sit on the field and keep dishing out that damage. Wonderful to see. Ampharos we've seen in both of the games that we've casted so far, and Blastoise doesn't like to see it, but especially with the Reflect, you could see the dividends it pays, because it meant that the Excadrill wasn't able to claim the big one-hit KO onto that Pokemon. So interested to see if that continues to rise up in the ranks here. Great to see Mega for Alligator making a return too, and I guess you run it for similar reasons to the Blastoise, the coverage that you get with water and ice type moves. But again, lovely to have the Flash Cannon on the Blastoise. So everybody, that's going to be our second game. Congratulations to Moxie for winning. Let's see how this team continues to shape up for them. And scene. Say it with me, everybody. Alright, let me catch up on these messages. The idea to see if we can get 4 people who can screen record to battle together in ZA Royale. That way we could jump between perspectives. Yeah, could be a tall order, Jack, but I do like that thinking. At least we weren't hit with an ad. Yes, surely this will age well. Exactly. Let's go indeed, Ryan. Welcome into the stream. Thanks so much for joining for casting Pokemon Legends. Yeah, again, I apologise for the silence. I apologise for the lack of background music, everybody. But again, it'll make it easier to edit shorts and videos if I don't have background music playing here. You were just hunting for Shiny Onyx and it popped up. Wow, Shiny Charm for you. You got the Shiny Charm as well, Mr. Browser. Very cool. Well done to you, because of course, difficult to get in this game. What a catch indeed. Shiny Steelix does look so cool. So, I'll rehydrate and let me just think about notes for myself from that. I was able to pick up on some of the messages on the side of the screen, which I was very pleased about. A little bit, just a tiny bit of scrambling for things to say, even though there's so much action going on in these battles. Inevitably, there's moments where you have to, your breath sort of catches up with you, and you have to refocus and see what else is going on in the map. which again is could be a good opportunity for a co-caster to be able to fill in those gaps. And again, if we could see all 4 perspectives, then we'd be able to, I take on 2 perspectives and the other caster takes on the other 2, and we can see how they will meld together. I think I was good at keeping the pace up in that game and building up the hype. I think we can go further with that. We can always go further. Casting is a craft. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But yeah, no, I think I was pleased with that. Still, shiny hunting Charmander. Good luck with that, Damien. I hope you find it. So, good. We've had a good couple of initial casts on stream tonight. Let's do one more from Moxie, and then we might queue up another from Joe. We'll be doing some rank battles later on in the stream already. Please do like and subscribe if you're enjoying the stream. It really does go such a long way, much further than it might seem, and it would mean a huge amount. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers now. My aim is to hit 5,000 by the holidays, so please do help me along with that, everybody. It would be wonderful to see. And if you're enjoying this, do check out the video I dropped today, which is a summary of 3 of the battles I casted last week. A deep dive into my perspective onto my initial exploration of commentating Pokémon Legends that day. And my Discord community is linked below as well. It'd be a pleasure to see you in there. And if you become a channel member, you get 4 bonus videos per month and plenty more perks. But you can click on join to see what they are. I'm at Chazingdra across all socials. Right, let's queue up one more battle from Moxie and this Mega Blastoise team. Alrighty, and I'll refocus. All right, let's do this. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to stream one more game from Moxie Boosted Marcos Perez in Pokemon Legends EA ranked battles with this fascinating Blastoise team. I'm Charlie Merriman, I'm Merri by name, I'm Merri by nature, and I couldn't be merrier to see my first partner of choice from Kanto on screen right now. Blastoise staring down 2 Xerneases. This is where the Flash Cannon comes in handy, and a shiny Excadrill. Shout out to you, Mr. Browser, having just found one. The Excadrill's able to set up a Swords Dance, but the close combat, the Excadrill able to hang on with 1 HP, massive scenes, and we're only about 15 seconds in, and the Surf from the Blastoise able to claim the KO there. Moxie is the first to claim a KO, and the Flash Cannon, but the Xerneas will be felling the Blastoise before the Flash Cannon can KO it, and there's a shiny Phalanx. Phalanx, my favourite new Mega introduced in Pokemon Legends EA. Would love to see what it can achieve here. The Mega Horn, really nice tech move, but into a Charizard, not going to be doing too much damage at all here. The Excadrill is for Moxie unfortunately going to be KO'd here, and we've got a shiny Mega Charizard X. How cool is that? I love a turquoise shiny me on the field right now, and Blastoise is going to be the switched in Pokemon of choice for Moxie here. Play rough, okay, physical Xerneas. It does have the same physical and special attack stats, so unsurprising perhaps to see it, even though Geomancy of course doesn't boost up that physical attack, but behind the screens can achieve some more, and especially hanging on with like 1 HP, but the Xerneas will ultimately be felled. The Green Trainer is on 4 KOs as Excadrill's able to set up a Swords Dance, going for the Surf, but the trainer timing that perfectly, going for the Mega, meaning that it's invulnerable in that time where it goes for that Mega evolution. Blastoise is down yet again here. Let's see what Moxie is able to claw back as shiny Mega Delphox is hit the field. You'll love to see it, trainers. But the switch, very wise here, right into the Phalanx, meaning that the Delphox doesn't take super effective water type damage. The Ice Beam, the switch back into the shiny Mega Delphox, and the Mega Evolution. It's time for this Blastoise to go hard or go home, and the Earthquake able to claim the KO onto the Delphox. The Surf able to claim the KO onto the Excadrill, and the circle of Pokemon continues, and the Xerneas able to claim the KO onto the Blastoise with the super effective Thunderbolt. So, it kills round and round in circles with these type matchups as we approach the final minute of this 3-minute ZA Battle Royale. Another Mega Excadrill here. Delphox has hit the field once more, and now a Swords Dance set up, and of course this isn't the Mega Excadrill that Moxie is running, it's holding the Shucker Berry, meaning it can take those ground type moves better, but then the Delphox claim the KO with that super effective fire type damage as well. Now Moxie deciding to go all in on this Blastoise once more to be able to continue to salvage something in this Pokemon Legends EA Battle Royale as we enter the final 40 seconds. A couple more KOs claimed, the Green Trainer on 8 KOs. Moxie is not far behind with 4. Let's see if they're able to come out on top eventually as Phalanx comes in right into a Surf, and looks like that KO is able to be claimed as well. So really well timed by Moxie. That's 5 now, and now Blastoise hanging on with 5 HP, getting off another long-range move, but not enough to claim the KO here, and the Excadrill here able to knock out Blastoise as the Xerneas really threatened, even with that attack boosting move, but it does hang on through the Excadrill's move that it went for there, and Mega Phalanx is here, going for these Mega Horns. 3, 2, 1, and the purple trainer gets one more KO to seal the deal. That's going to be the end of that one. My goodness gracious me. Wow. So many KOs all round for our trainers in this Battle Royale. Really well played by Moxie there, but unfortunately, joint second, going to be the green trainer with an absolutely incredible 8 KOs in that game, able to come out on top. Well, love to see the Phalanx there. I'm not sure how much it was providing in this battle, to be honest with you. The Mega Horn obviously is not going to do much into something like the Mega Charizard, for example. Fighting type moves in general, I feel like Phalanx isn't best placed in this format right now, although there are a lot of Excadrill. So there's that, but otherwise it's threatened by a good number of Pokemon, so I'd be interested. I'd love it to work, but we'll have to see what it's able to achieve in this metagame here. Fascinating to see the physical Xerneas as well. Again, same physical attack stat as well as special attack stat. So you can really catch trainers off guard, especially because this is closed team sheet, and behind those screens it was able to wreak absolute havoc in the close combat. Nice physical option to the Focus Blast that we sometimes see on these special-oriented Xerneas to be able to deal with something like the Excadrill, and so many instances of perfectly timed Mega Evolution by our trainers there, granting you that little window of invulnerability so you take no damage. They're able to respond with a big hit. So, commiserations on the non-win there, Moxie, but you were so close, and maybe you'll be able to claim more as these Royales continue. And scene. Good. I was pleased with that. I was very pleased with that. You lost one. Ah, that's a shame. I'm sure you'll get those subscribers back, Mr. Browser. Team Rocket on me, yeah, for sure. Alpha Shiny Charmander. Oof. Can you imagine? Got a shiny Alpha Lucario, so anything is possible. Oh my goodness. Congratulations to you, Damien. I still haven't found a single shiny in Pokemon Legends EA, and I might be streaming some Legends EA shiny hunting tomorrow, everybody, so watch this space, because I haven't done that yet. I'm very much looking forward to doing so. Let me rehydrate. Let me just think about any notes for myself from that. I think overall, last week when I streamed ZA casting, I actually hadn't slept that well the night before, and I tell you, it feels so different. It feels so much better tonight, having had more rest. I just feel more on it, and I know that watching back, I was stumbling over some words sometimes, and etc. And so to be able to feel like, to tie it down to the fact that I hadn't slept that well is nice. It's nice to be able to sort of come back from that, you know. Yeah, no, I was happy with that. Let me know in the chat if there's any feedback you have for me. I'd love to hear it. You know, it's all about those little improvements we make along the way to be able to ultimately improve massively. And definitely I am a growth-oriented mindset kind of person, so I'd be really fascinated to hear. And I think that's going to be the final game that we cover from Moxie tonight. Was there something else I wanted to say there? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I was happy with that. And now let's hop over to JoeUX9, Joseph Ugarte, who is running an Ampharos and Excadrill and Yveltal team. So actually 2 of the same Pokemon. But let's hop into this battle here. Good. So, switching up the teams. Let's see how this team fares. I'll just take a moment to focus. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. I could have done a better job of focusing on the on-screen messages in that previous battle, but they're not crucial, you know. It will just tell us some items, but overall it just covers the main action I'm talking about anyway. But yeah, occasionally, yes, there will be things that that are worth highlighting from that. All right. Some water as well. Okay. And in 3, 2, 1. Welcome in, trainers, to more Pokemon Legends EA ranked battles. I'm Charlie Merriman, Merri by name, Merri by nature, and how merry I am to see this Merri Ampharos on the field. Pokemon that's really been rising up. I wonder if Joe is using the screen set that we have seen so much on screen tonight. Yes, it certainly is. Reflect and light screen alongside Charge and Thunderbolt, as Xerneas is able to get set up as well, but it's able to go for the light screen in response. So they're matching for these screens and for the defenses. But Joe running over to this Metagross, not wanting it to get too carried away. It's set up both screens now, this Ampharos. The Earthquake, but behind the screens you can see the dividends it pays. The Ampharos is going to be hanging on. Not able to claim the KO is Joe, but Leonidas, the red trainer, certainly is. The Yveltal now having switched in behind those screens. Yes, they do get transferred to the next Pokemon if you switch in. It does threaten super effective damage onto the Metagross. It's another reason to run Yveltal in this format. The Green Trainer now on 2 KOs here. The Dragon Rush, really nice move to be able to dodge some attacks for a little while with this Garchomp, and now it's gone for the Mega here as well. Joe is switching around, can only do that once more. You have a maximum of 3 switches before being KO'd. The attempted Earthquake, because the X-Drill would take super effective damage from that, but dodging and the Earthquake onto the Lucario means that the X-Drill is going to be able to claim the KO. That's the first KO that Joe has claimed in this game, just behind the Green Trainer, who is on 2. Perfectly timed Mega Evolution as well with this Excadrill here. It's not enough to claim the KO onto the Garchomp with the Earthquake. Switching right back, the Earthquake unfortunately going for naught there, and the Excadrill on 2 HP from what looked like a Focus Blast from the Xerneas there. Iron Head, though, able to claim the responding KO onto the Xerneas. Charging around to another Xerneas, but unfortunately Excadrill is going to be stopped in its tracks, in its burrows, so to speak, by the KO here. And now Joe, having timed out, switching in the Excadrill once more. Makes sense with the Steel and Fairy type Pokemon available on the field right now. But the Garchomp has been switching in. Garchomp's immediately able to set up this Swords Dance. The trainer's not going to want to let it get too carried away. The Xerneas targeting it down. The Iron Head, though, into the Xerneas across the other side of the field, not enough to claim the KO either. Excadrill still out on the field for Joe, but it's just been KO'd there, unfortunately, before the Mega was able to go off. We've got a Mega Metagross, we've got a Mega Lucario that just hit the field as well with 1 minute remaining of this battle. Excadrill is going to be the Pokemon of choice for Joe once more, and this time able to get the Mega Evolution off. Let's see if they're able to get the Earthquake into either of these Metagross on the field right now. The Ice Punch, a really nice tech move, and yes, that's 1 KO there for Joe. Now on 4 KOs, tied with the Red Trainer, Leonidas here as well. As this loyal Mega Excadrill follows its trainer around, we've got a Skarmory that's hit the field for another one of our trainers here, and now the Red Trainer with this big Garchomp. It's able to set up another Swords Dance. It's super effective into the Excadrill. It's moving slowly because of those big drills that it's carrying, and now Mega Skarmory has hit the field as well, and the Garchomp appeared from seemingly nowhere to be able to claim the KO. Apparently went for a dig or a move of a similar ilk there. We're entering the final 15 seconds of this game. Can Joe claim another KO to make it even with the Red Trainer here? The Focus Blast, the Iron Head from behind onto this Xerneas. Let's see if it's able to follow up, but of course the switch, the Earthquake, yes, that's another KO onto the Lucario. Massive KO from Joe there, but then another one from the Red Trainer as well. So the Red Trainer is in front, and it looked like Joe did all they did to come back there, but the Red Trainer was able to just claim that extra KO that Joe might not have been expecting. I love that Drampa Trainer card from Leonidas there too. So huge congratulations to the Red Trainer there. That was really, really well played. Just seeming to be one step ahead of Joe at most of the turns in that battle. When to Mega Evolve and when not to Mega Evolve. There were some points in that game where Joe had the Mega Evolution available, but sometimes you want to save it for a different Pokemon, of course. Garchomp is still so prevalent in Pokemon Legends EA metagame as well. It was in Season 1 and it is in Season 2. So good into your Excadrills, and of course it's threatened by the Xerneas, but behind the screens you can see how well it was taking so many of those hits. And Metagross, a real powerful presence on the field, and it's another reason to run Yveltal, threatening it with that super effective Dark type damage. I think really fast-paced battles here, and again, really well-timed Mega Evolution uses from all of our trainers on the stream. And Joe, just, such an expert at these Pokemon Legends EA competitive battles. Unfortunately, not able to claim the win that time, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we see another win from Joe. So congratulations again to the Red Trainer. We'll get into another battle very shortly. And scene. Time to rehydrate. I spoke a bit too long at the end there. I think, if you don't have anything to say, then just stop. That's a piece of advice I've learned. Could just pause and thought about other things to say, or, I think I'd covered all of the main points anyway, so I could have just left my analysis at an end there. What else? I think overall, though, I think I covered things. I think sometimes the moves happen so quickly, like what I assume was a dig from the Garchomp, that it's hard to see what move they actually were locking into. And so I can see that a Pokemon's been KO'd, but I'm not sure by what move. But as I continue to brush up on the move animations, I'm sure that that will get easier. Yeah, relatively happy with that. Let me catch up with these. Yeah, the Shiny Alpha Lucario, absolutely insane find, right, Mr. Browser? I apologise that I can't keep up with the chat more while I'm casting, but of course the focus has to be on the game at that point. So, we'll queue up another from Joe. We do... I think we will... We'll cast 2 more games, and then we'll get into some ranked battles myself, I'm looking forward to competing. I think I've climbed up to rank B now. Maybe we'll hit rank A tonight, but I'm not using an optimized team. It's not EV trained or anything like that. Just the Pokemon in my box, and I'm having fun with that. So we'll see how those go. But let's get into another battle now. Try to focus on 4 different events is pretty difficult, for sure. Again, I hope that I'll be able to do some casting with other casters at some point on stream. But just depends on how seriously other content creators are taking the casting of Pokémon Legends EA. So we'll have to see. Different level from casting VGC, lots of time between moves to commentate. Yeah, for sure. But I'm enjoying the challenge, and I actually find that practicing this casting is great practice for practicing VGC as well, because you just have to be totally in the moment. And as you'll know if you've watched my I commentated the largest Pokemon tournament ever video, that I think is the biggest factor in good commentating, staying in the moment, not getting distracted by anything else. So I look forward to taking the skills I learned from this into casting VGC and vice versa. But now I'll rehydrate and we'll get into another battle from JoeUX9. And huge shout out to JoeUX9 and Moxie Boosted again for providing me with battles to commentate over. Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody, to the Quiz Article headquarters. I'm Charlie Merriman, Merri by name, Merri by nature. Let's see if our trainers are catching in all their Mega Shards for some Mega Stones here, or are we going to see some Pokemon remaining in their native state? Well, this Ampharos team that Joe is running, Ampharos does not have access to the Mega Stone. It's just the magnet to boost its electric-type moves, and of course the screens to be able to set up and take less damage from opposing Pokemon. The Focus Blast attempted from the Xerneas there, maybe predicting a switch. Now a Moonblast going to deal more damage. The Thunder, not massive into the Xerneas even after the charge here, but the Metagross on low HP. Let's see, can Joe claim the KO? Yes, certainly can. That's the first KO over to Joe here. The Blue Trainer and another immediately. Now on 2 KOs, Joe has built up a decisive lead. Let's see if they're able to keep it up. The Drill Run, and that's a third as well. So Joe is just claiming these KOs left, right, and center, weaving in the attacks when they matter most. The Garchomp is really chasing down this extra drill, attempting to go for the Earthquake, but the switch into the Yveltal, of course, immune being a flying type Pokemon. Thunderfang, super effective, but the Yveltal is able to take it. The Oblivion Wing, able to restore some of the HP of this Yveltal. It's not going to appreciate the super effective rock damage or indeed the electric type damage, but it's another KO, and it's going to be Life Orb Yveltal that Joe is running here as well. So at the expense of a little bit of HP, it has more power, which really lovely. If you're dealing more damage with moves like Oblivion Wing, you're restoring more HP as well. We've got a Gengar that's just hit the field, and we've got a couple of Xerneas too. Joe is leading in on this Ampharos once more, setting up the light screen, but and just before the Xerneas goes for the Focus Blast too. The Moonblast bringing it down low, and now the Ampharos is going to switch, but at least you set up the screens so this Excadrill, this Mega Excadrill at that, can threaten down whilst remaining safer behind those screens. You can see it looks like a little tank on the field there, just with the armor, but it's able to deal massive damage too. It's going for the Earthquake, but the Pokemon around it are going to be dissipating, not dealing any damage there. Able to get off some good damage onto this Garchomp, and it's just able to claim the KO onto the Garchomp, but also the Excadrill is going to be KO'd. The Green Trainer has really been catching up here on 4 KOs to match Joe's 5. Can Joe remain in the lead, or will the Green Trainer or a different trainer come out on top? And we're getting into the final minute of this battle. Garchomp, the Ampharos, hates to see it, but it's able to set up a Reflect nonetheless and take the Earthquake so much better. The Dragon Rush attempted into this Yveltal. The switch, though, meaning that it's safer, and that Excadrill could be on lower HP. That is what Joe's going to want to be trying to KO there, and it looks like claimed a couple more KOs in that time. Now on 7. Yveltal behind the screens, taking these moves so much better, and a Heat Wave, able to claim the KO here. Joe just off to a flying start in this game, and you can see the dividends it's paying now as we enter the final 30 seconds of this ZA Battle Royale. Now the Excadrill is going to be the Pokemon lead of choice for Joe here, going immediately for its Mega. Joe just wanting to cement their lead, already 3 KOs ahead of any other trainer at least, but that will be the responding KO from the red trainer. The Mega Excadrill immediately KO'd as we get into the final 15 seconds of this game. The red trainer just claimed another one as well, really rising up the ranks, but let's see if they're able to match Joe's record of 8. The Green Trainer still on 5, just the 10 seconds now. Ironhead, the Xerneas with the attack boost. Can there be another one after this delicious selection of canapes? They're looking delightful, but what's more delightful is this Battle Royale. 3, 2, 1, and there's no last minute KO for Joe, but the Green Trainer did so well to get to 7 KOs there. just behind Joe's 8. So really well played to be able to catch up to a certain extent, but it will be Joe ultimately with the win in this ZA Battle Royale. Huge congratulations to Joe there. And something that really came to the fore there, which we haven't seen so much in the battles that we've casted so far, is that Joe was able to get off to such a decisive early lead, claiming those knockouts. That meant that, of course, the other trainers can catch up, but it meant that psychologically it's so much more difficult for them to do so. Seeing someone absolutely steaming up the KO ranks. And then it's easier for Joe just to, you know, play more conservatively and just weave in a KO where they can without going all in. And I think if you think back to very early on in that game, I think the screens were paying dividends for Joe and able to remain on the field whilst dishing out damage, and that really was the crucial factor there. But again, the green trainer was just behind on 7 KOs to Joe's 8. So yeah, it's very important not to get tilted. You just keep your head in the game. For those 3 minutes, all your entire focus is on trying to get one up on your opponents, essentially, as it is with Pokemon at VGC. So, again, congratulations to Joe there. We'll queue up our final battle very shortly indeed. And scene. Hydration time. Any other notes for myself from that? I think when you're casting a game as fast-paced as the Battle Royales and Pokémon Legends EA, you find yourself, of course, repeating words a lot. KOs, knockouts, I mean, you have to. But I guess it's diversifying the terminology around it, like claiming the KO, I say a lot. I could have said securing the KO, gets the knockout, empties the health bar. There's all sorts of ways, but sometimes in the heat of a battle you just rely on the terminology that you've just used because it's there fresh in your mind just to be quick, and then you use it again and so it's even fresher in your mind, and so on. Catch 22. So diversifying the word choice, and again that's something that would be alleviated by having a co-caster. Yeah. No, otherwise I was pleased. So we will queue up one more battle that I will cast now from Legends EA, and then we'll do some ranked battles ourselves. See if we can reach rank A, but again, an entirely unoptimized team that I'm running. So we'll just have some fun with that. But thanks so much for joining me, everybody. Please do like this stream if you're enjoying some casting of Pokemon Legends EA. Haven't seen anyone else commentate Legends EA, so I'm excited to be the first and just, you know, really show my love for this battle style. I think it's a lot of fun, and I'd love to see it in some kind of official capacity somehow. Who knows what form it would take. But yeah, and I'm at Chazingdra across all socials. Plenty of content on the channel. My podcast, Chazingdra Chats, life stories and dream teams of people in the community. And more than 80 episodes of that at this point, and there are so many more videos that I have planned. Check out my EUIC video as well. I commentated the Europe International Championships, which was the biggest tournament ever at the time, and given the event from the caster's perspective, breaking down VGC for all to enjoy, how I utilised my drama school training to commentate. So do check that out. That's on the channel too, as well as a little summary of the stream games I casted last week in Pokemon Legends EA. Okay, let's get into our final cast, and let's make it a good one. As a reminder, everybody, I can't be too loud tonight, but hopefully I'm bringing enough hype. Anyway, and shout out again to Moxie Boosted and JoeUX9 for these battles to cast over. We'll just queue up one more. All right, rehydrate and refocus. I apologise again for the lack of music, everybody. It's just so it's easier to make shorts and videos from this content later on, so that there's no background music I have to worry about editing around. And let's make this last cast a good one. I apologise, by the way, I'm not catching up on chat as much as well, but of course when I'm in the game I have to focus on that, but I will. Alright, let's do it. Hello everybody, couldn't be merrier to welcome you into this final battle of tonight's stream. I am Charlie Merriman, Merri by name, Merri by nature. Let's see what JoeUX9 is able to achieve with this fascinating Ampharos, Yveltal and Escadrille team. The screens have been huge for Joe so far. Let's see if they're able to rack up some quick KOs like they did in the previous game and get off to a flying start. The Trevenant, we don't often see this in Pokemon Legends EA competitive. Ampharos is able to set up the Reflect at least, but the Phantom Force is a real nice way, real nice move to be able to have access to on your Trevenant, of course, disappearing and making you invulnerable. And the Trevenant actually claims a KO, the Purple Trainer, with that first KO, and a Gallade here too. We don't often see that either. Predictive switch there, going for the Thunder Punch into the Trevenant, but switching right into this Evil Towel is Joe, now safe behind both screens. Flying over, attempting a Dark Pulse into the Ampharos, and it's a big amount of damage. The charge boosting up the Ampharos' next Electric-type move, but it will be felled first. Now, Evil Tile, Joe has claimed their first KO here as this Greninja has hit the field, going for the Air Slash, what looked like, into that Greninja, but the Ice Beam super effective into the Evil Tile will be claiming the KO onto Joe's Evil Tile here. Purple Trainer still in the lead with 2 KOs now. Joe just on the 1. Ampharos is coming for you, everybody. Now able to set up these screens, hopefully, as Greninja does what it does best, going for these Water Shurikens, but the Thunderbolt able to get the knockout onto the Greninja here, while this Stunfisk gets the charge up against the Ampharos. Really nice Pokemon to have against Ampharos because, of course, threatens super effective damage being a part ground type Pokemon. Escadrille will be switching in, just dodging that Heat Wave there, and it's going for the Mega Evolution, so its power has been amplified. It loves to stare down this Stunfisk, super effective damage, and it takes nothing from the Stunfisk Electric-type moves. Joe claims another knockout there. It's 2 knockouts for Joe, but it's going to be the 3 for the Purple Trainer, still marginally in the lead. Fairly even Stevens so far in this stream, as Joe gets another knockout there. The Escadrille hangs on with 2 HP through the Draco Meteor, and then responds with the knockout, and it's on 4 KOs now. Of course, the Charizard is able to claim the knockout in response, and this game could not be faster or more furious as Joe decides to index on the Ampharos to send in first this time around. Charging down the action once more. Can it get a Thunderbolt off against this Charizard? Would be super effective. Mega Charizard, why? It's fast and it's offensive as the knockout counters rack up for these other trainers. The green trainer yet to score a KO thus far, and we've got 45 seconds left, so let's see how that develops. The Water Shuriken super effective into this Mega Charizard. Why? The Flamethrower switching into Clefable. We tend to see Xerneas more than Clefable being the premier Fairy-type Pokemon right now. Another Ampharos toddling around the field, but Escadrille switched in behind those screens, resisting the Fairy-type moves, and super effective in Clefable. Not enough for the knockout there, going for the Iron Head. And now the Ampharos, the Mega Escadrille still on the field here for Joe as we enter these final 15 seconds. Gallade has been felled, but that's by the Purple Trainer in the lead with 6. Can Joe weave in a couple more KOs with this Trevenant, with the Reflect set up? Drill Run is going to be not very effective, and it takes those so well. The Heat Wave looks like the Trevenant dodged that there. The Metagross coming in. 2 and 1, and that's the end of the game. It looks like the Red Trainer was able to claim a last-minute KO there as well. So it looks pretty even all round, everybody. Let's see how the scores look after that game. It's going to be 4 for Blue and Red Trainers. The Purple Trainer will be winning with 6, and unfortunately no KOs there for the Green Trainer, but hugely well played to everybody there. Wow, well, we've seen Ampharos left, right, and centre tonight on stream, and we saw another one that Joe was not running around alongside it there too. Trevenant we never get to see. Mega Charizard, why we rarely get to see. But these coverage options, you know, Trevenant, great into Ampharos, of course. It resists the electric type damage. So another tech that people have been using in the ZA metagame, and I think this is something that we really should call out about competitive Pokemon and Pokemon Legends ZA. The creativity, especially if you're used to playing VGC, you get to see Pokemon that you rarely, if ever, see. You never see Trevenant, for example. You rarely see Escadrille. And Glaceon has seen a lot of play as well, which you would never see in VGC. They're a lot more Pokemon are more viable, I would say, in the Season 2 Pokemon Legends ZA metagame here, because they've got all these new techs. We've got Mega Evolution as well, so a Pokemon that might not have been viable, perhaps like Skarmory, now is, thanks to its Mega form, especially against Fairy types like the Xerneas there. So Joe not able to get off to quite as flying a start as they were able to get off to in the previous game that we commentated, but still able to make some really decent headway there, and just joint second, so falling just short in the final moments of that game, and that's going to be our final cast on today's stream. So thank you so much for joining me for these casts. Everybody will be getting into our own ranked battles that we'll be playing very shortly. Hope it was able to make your day merry. And scene. Nice. I think the main thing I was pleased about from that game was diversifying my word choices. I caught myself before I was about to say claim the KO, or just even the word KO. Sometimes said felled, sometimes said knockout, and other things. So that felt good, because that was my main note from last time. There are all sorts of other ways to say things, and just diversifying the word choice. It makes it more interesting to listen to as well. Please, I did that warm-up at the beginning of today's stream, because I feel like my vocal range is firing on all cylinders, and hopefully that makes it more interesting to listen to as well. I'm not tripping up over my words half as much as last time. The warm-up helped with that. Also, the fact that I'm less tired this time around on today's stream. Otherwise, yeah, no, I was happy with that. I think I feel I'm in a good place with my ZA casting now. Again, I hope that in future weeks we'll be able to get on other casters to be able to see how casting together, dual casting, might work in Pokemon Legends ZA. I don't know how we'd be able to go with a 4-way split screen, because that would be ideal, because obviously there's some action that happens off screen currently, but alas, we work with what we can. So I was happy with that. Let me know in the chat what you thought of those casts, because again, I'm always looking to improve, and I think I'm the only person creating content about casting Pokemon Legends EA, so yeah, would love to hear your feedback. Would be really interested, because of course, if you don't know me, I'm a caster for the Pokemon Video Game Championship Series. I, of course, am used to casting the classic VGC turn-taking style of Pokemon, but I'm really enjoying this as well. I love the different flavour the fast-paced ZA battles add. Anything else that I need to note for myself? No, I think I was happy. Let me catch up. I'm sure there are other things that I could have done better, because, you know, there's never going to be perfect, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. Casting is a craft. Can never be perfect, but overall I'm happy. Let me catch up on these messages. Imagine Charlie is Doctor Who. That'd be great. I'd love to be Doctor Who. You miss Ash Greninja. Yeah, well, let's see if it comes back, Damien. Or an explanation for it. You just got another shiny Excadrill. Oh my goodness. Found it in a pit. Wow, Mr. Rousey, your shiny Excadrill luck is firing on all cylinders. The game to commentate. Indeed, King Nido, and I see that your Horsey badge has become a shiny Horsey badge, so thank you so much for your continued support of the channel. Beloved Merri member, access to 4 bonus videos per month and plenty more perks. If you yourself want to take a look at the perks available to Merri members, then click on the join button below and you can see them all laid out there. You did good. Thank you very much indeed, Damien. You enjoyed yourself. I'm glad to hear that, Ellie. Tony, you really missed the second cast for more interaction and change of pace. Agreed. I think that's the main thing we've learned at this point, having done a couple of these ZA casting streams. Another caster would help. So let's see if we're able to secure one at some later juncture for streaming. So that's going to be the casting bit of the stream, everybody. And if you missed it, do go back and watch what I've done already. And do check out the video I released today about casting Pokemon Legends ZA. And likes and subscribes, massively appreciated on the road to 4,000 subscribers. But now we're going to be competing in some Pokemon Legends ZA ranked battles. So I'm looking forward to that. Hello, Alex. You're planning on running some competitive ZA stuff with friends. Anyone chose this call with recording, so we want to go all get our perspectives for Charlie. Ooh, that'd be lovely, Alex. That'd be really, really cool. Yeah, I need to find a way to get all 4 perspectives somehow. So that'd be wonderful if you're able to help Alex out and help me out as well in turn, but also help Alex out because he's a fantastic artist, content creator. Check out his work, and he did an amazing thumbnail for me for the video I released today. Thank you so much, Alex. Really appreciate that. You watched Hayden do his battles in the ZA Battle Club ranked. Nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, Damien. But for now, let's get going with some ranked battles of our own. So, here's a Switch 2 I prepared earlier. Again, entirely unoptimized team, everybody. Bottle caps, etc. are so costly for in-game resources that I'm only going to want to build a team when I'm really sort of believing in it, or at least once I've harvested up more. Do I need to stand down volume? I think we're okay. Harvested up more in-game resources so I can try out different teams and maybe do some content focusing on different Pokemon and what they can achieve. Maybe I'll try and bring Mega Phalanx to today's games. I'd like to start with Mega Phalanx and see what we can do, because it is my favourite of the new Megas. Now, we've been going with... Oh, I can't remember who's in my... Okay, Delphox, Skarmory, Xerneas. Fairly classic. I'll try Phalanx. I think... Delphox is really good. So is Xerneas. I feel like if we're bringing Phalanx, we're going to need some legendary help. Maybe Delphox, Xerneas, Phalanx will try and run. Delphox, Phalanx, Xerneas, and who do we want to lead with? Maybe we'll try leading with Phalanx, Sweet Peas. And we've got the Phalanxite, nice, and Delphoxite, and we've got King's Rock on Xerneas because I don't really have any other items that would benefit it yet. I need to do more side quests and get the Life Orb and stuff, but yeah, again, fortunately for Pokemon Legends EA rank battles, it's you still gain points no matter how the battle goes, you don't drop ranks, so that gives us more leeway to experiment, which I really like about these games. Used to do editing for wrestling too. It would be a fun project to edit games together with different angles of commentary. Yeah! Take you back to the old days. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, Alex. That's really interesting. Keep getting so many bubble caps. You can send you some if you like. You're like 17. It was collect rare items to sell just battling online. Yes, absolutely. That's another reason why I'm doing these ranked battles. Items in the game, the caps are the hardest ones to come by. I was like, yeah, I don't know. It's a shame that you can't buy them in stores. I think that's the crucial thing. Because look at this. We've got nearly 2 million Pokédollars. So it would be nice to be able to buy them, but oh well. Now let's queue up some battles. If you're just tuning in, you've missed the casting bit of the stream, unfortunately, everybody. You can go back and check the VOD, and also the video that I released today, summarising last week's battles and a deep dive into my thoughts on those. But now we'll be doing some battles of our own, because in order to cast, you're going to have to play, and also I just enjoy the playing in and of itself. I'm going to stretch my legs. Alright. As I say, I don't think Phalanx is best place right now in the meta game, but it's my favourite new Mega, so let's try and have some fun. And Trainers have been adapting with various Pokemon, and so maybe it can achieve something. Let's see. I could have changed up the moves as well, that might have been an idea, but here we are. Used up your Bubble Caps, yeah, fair enough. Battling rank A. 1708 gold caps, cool. Nice, that does sound good. That's true, they are easy to come by, which is good. Might get farmer caps in, yeah, maybe there'll be a way in the DLC, we'll have to see. Okay, let's see what we can do. Again, an entirely unoptimized team. Let's just have some fun. We'll go random. Good evening to you, Luke. How are you doing? Hope you've had a good Monday. How was your weekend? Welcome into the stream. How was everyone's weekend? Let me know. I'd love to hear. Right, we've got a battle. Let's do this. It's one of the funnest ways. I totally agree. Nigerian people bring their favourites to win. I look forward. Oh, I've changed my trainer card, by the way. I'm quite pleased how it came out. I look forward to doing some crazy strategies with these EA rank battles. Okay. Let's go Sweet Peas. Lucario. Okay, sure. Don't mind that in the least. Greninja. We don't mind that either. Right, we've set up a no retreat. Fine, we'll just go for a close combat then onto the Garchomp. Nice! Good job, Phalanx. We got the KO with Phalanx, you'll love to see it. Oh dear. I could have switched there. That could have been much better for me, but we did get the KO with Phalanx, so I'm happy. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure I meant to lead Delphox, but here we are. Oh, I need a... Nice! 2 KOs in 1. That's a shame. I could have Mega the Phalanx as well. Okay, 3. The Red Trainers on 4. I meant to switch into Phalanx now. Let's just go for the big close combat. Let's go Phalanx. Another KO. We'll go for the Mega Evolve. Where have all the other trainers gone? Are we alone? Okay, we're not. Are we alone in the world? Brick Break, I meant to go for the close combat. Oh, really? Ah, that's a shame. Okay, 4, the Red Trainers on 5. We can win this, we can win this. Let's go Verni's Mega this time. Geomancy. Alright, Greninja. Okay, fair enough. We do have now Thunderbolt. 1 minute remaining. Uh-oh. Excellent. Ha! Mega D-Knight. Uh-oh. Hate to see that. Why can't I switch? Oh, the maximum number of times, that's true. Okay, yeah, well, sort of backed myself into a corner there. Here goes Xerneas mode, we've got 20 seconds. The red trainer looks like they're going to be winning. Mega Drill. Oh dear, for 1 HP. Did we get the KO? We did! Did we? I don't know. Okay, well, not bad. I was probably focusing too much on making Phalanx work, but I reckon we could have won that, but as it is, we are second. Third, sure. Same thing. I'm definitely better than when I streamed this last week for the first time ever, so there's that. 80 points. Phalanx, I'm proud of Phalanx. Decent into the Greninjas. Pretty chill weekend. Hope you had a good one. Well, thank you very much indeed, Luke. I did have a good one, thank you. Catch them after a guaranteed 3 best IV. Yeah, true. Need to catch some more alphas. That's putting in work. You'll love to see it. No bottle caps that time around. Okay. Posing trainers. Alrighty. Ooh, the shiny Mega Gengar as well. This is probably my favourite of the maps. Got to be careful not to land moves into the benches. That was a bit of feedback I had last week, commenting on the advantages, etc. of the different maps. And yeah. Gengar. Nice! Let's go Phalanx. A quick KO. Why don't I switch into Xerneas here? Not to remember. Slugwave, sure. Now I've got Psychic. The Iron Tail. Okay. 4 HP on Xerneas. Huh, Pikachu. Yeah, that's a shame. What's this tiny? Interesting. Chandelier. Whoa, look at that shiny. That's a lot of damage. Yeah. That wasn't really the play though, was it? Okay, Phalanx. I genuinely think it matches up best into quite a few of these Pokemon, so. Okay, let's Mega. What? I didn't even see what knocked us out there. That was a shame. One time switch by my opponent. Blastoise. I don't have a great matchup here. Gotta say. Oh, goodness. Okay. Good. Ugh. Oh dear. Let's Mega Phalanx again. Let's just try, shall we? The explosion scratch, sure. Well, that's a shame. Again, could have gone better. We didn't have a great matchup there, though. I didn't really have much for Gengar, for example. 8 for the green, wow. Thanks, the new meta pick. Well, I'd love that to be the case, Luke. I don't know. I don't know if we can convincingly say that, but it is better. I think better now than I was expecting. Johnny Alpha, female Fennekin. Oh, yes. 170,000. Good for you, Tony. Good luck with that. Protein and Pearl. We need bottle caps. I need to do a little tot up of how many bubble caps I have, actually. Stretch legs. Okay. Phalanx, let's see if you can put a work here as well. Ah, this map again. My fave. Sounded sarcastic, but it is actually. What do we have? Okay, we've got Glaceon. Oh, the no retreat. That was putting in work before as well, wasn't it? Oh, Ironhead got the KO, but then they KO. Well, okay. Green is already on 3 KOs, my goodness. Oh dear. Yes. We have Ironhead, you see. Oh, we might get the KO here. Let's go, Phalanx. Phalanx has, unironically, been the MVP so far. Come on, let's get this bit break up. Yeah! Although we got KO'd as well. Phalanx are keeping up, though. Let's just go all in on Phalanx. Let's switch back into Phalanx, shall we? With the right support, maybe Phalanx could be genuinely good. Xerneas is the play here. Ooh, they predicted it. Come on. Yeah, that's the KO, but Garchomp is low now. Glaceon, I've got a Phalanx just for you. Oh, they switched just the right time, didn't they? Okay, Mega Metagross. Oh, come on. Fire Blast time. Ah! Took too long. Mega Ring Phalanx is definitely not the play here, but here we are. So much damage. Oh no! Thought we'd get the KO though. I'll try Xerneas. 30 seconds. I thought we got the oh, 3 seconds. I missed that. Well, it could have been better, but it could have been worse. Hope we get more maps to play on in the future. I agree, Tony. I think we will. I mean, certainly with the DLC, surely. Joint last. We'll joint third. I don't know how it determines whether, you know, you're third or fourth, for example, in that scenario. I could have been better at switching out in that battle. Nearly at rank A though. Lots of pearls. frankly, at this point, I don't need much more money in game. I've got like 2 million Pokédollars, but I do need bottle caps. Hydrate. Stay hydrated, everybody. As if we can win one of these battles with Phalanx. I love their marching so much. Nice. Free setup and no retreat. There you go, switch. Yeah. Still going to do a lot of damage though. Come on. Nice. Let's go Phalanx. No retreat putting in work. What other Pokemon? So we've got Dragonite and the Pikachu. Oh no, Stunfisk. Oh, hello. Ugh, could have just turned around and attacked that Potion. Thank you for the luck, Damien. Please do like and subscribe if you're enjoying, everybody. I mean a huge amount. This Aurorus. Oh, Phalanx feasts on this. You really want to do that? Glaceon. I don't know if this is the play, to be honest with you. Okay, that was play rough. Felt like Phalanx KO'd the Garchomp. Good on ya, little one. Oh, it's full HP. I thought that was half HP for some reason. I just fed them that KO. I really should have switched. Where's Xerneas this time? We've got a physical Xerneas here with play rough. Stunfisk. Nice. Oh. Geomancy. Oh, hello, no guys. Uh-oh. One hit KO. We got Delphox this time. I haven't seen much Delphox. Ooh. So close. Ooh, Mega Heracross, that was cool. Oh, that was fast. Yeah, I don't know if Xerneas, Phalanx and Delphox have the best synergy. I'm lacking a water type. Lacking a way to hit the fire type Pokemon. So I could bring in my Feraligatr instead of... Do we keep the Xerneas or do we bench it? So the Xerneas or Delphox? Let's bench the Xerneas, you know? Let's go all non-restricted. Good. Alright, let's do more. See what Phalanx can do. First. Yeah. Become a channel member to get 4 bonus videos per month, everybody, and plenty more perks. Click on join to see what they are. Oh, Megastormy. That's a choice, isn't it, Megastormy? Okay, we're back on this map. This is what I like to call Phalanx's theme, because it's Ivor's theme and Phalanx is Ivor's ace Pokemon. Go for Alligator this time instead. I hope I've got Ice Fang. Now this is where Phalanx comes into his own. What? Where did my close combat go there? Just shows you how poorly prepared I am for this because I haven't checked my moves. I don't have Ice Fang, which is a real shame. Come on. Of course, the switch. Well timed. Did we get a KO as well? No, we just missed it. Sure, we'll Mega Phalanx. No real point right now, but we'll Mega it. Will we get... Yeah, we'll get it. Yes, let's go Phalanx. Can't use Brick Break. I didn't see what it said there. Anyway, 2 KOs. My retreat takes a long time to charge back up. Oh dear. 2 HP though. Ah. Trying to switch. 7 KOs for the green trainer, my goodness gracious me. Now we've got Outrage. The bold time set up for Suicide Zone. Yes. I could be better at switching for sure. Sure, Mega Evolved Delphox. Stunfisk. Phalanx Gaming indeed. Phalanx and Stunfisk would love to use that. Last minute KO. Let's go. Well, we may as well climb to rank A, mightn't we? And he's got some Galarian Stunfisk. Ooh, interesting. Ground and Steel, though. I mean, Escadrille's doing well, but I feel like the Steel might actually be worse for it. Maybe 1 or 2 more battles to reach rank A. Still no bottle caps, which is a shame. But reaching rank A, we should get a good number of competitive items. Yeah, I need to be better at switching something. Listen, we're going to reach rank A, and then we'll end the stream now. So, let's make the last few battles good. Please do like the stream if you haven't already. You might think you have, but maybe you haven't. And by the way, my plan, everybody, is to stream tomorrow, similar time, evening UK time, with shiny hunting. Because I've still not done any shiny hunting in Pokémon Legends EA, and I've still not found any shinies. No random shinies. So, let's change that. Oh, Phalanx hates to see the... Oh my goodness. Talk about hostile. Nice. We get code as well. This is absolutely dreadful for Phalanx. These Pokemon. He says, as Kangaskhan appears. Ah, but it's ghost. Outrage. Nah. If Phalanx can get the KO on Kangaskhan, that would be amazing. Aha! Phalanx, is your time. Come on. Oh. No, I thought we KO'd, but no, that's just the being battled from Giga. Let's make her off for Alligator this time. Nice. Metagross, not sure about that. Garchomp, I'm more sure of. That's Outrage. Well, listen. Nice. Okay. Solar Beam. Cool. Probably better work quite well though. How is that Chandelure moving so fast? 30 seconds. Don't know why I locked into Outrage there, that was pointless. Brilliantly for us. Oh, Phalanx. Great. The Kangaskhan coming in. Kangaskhan. Phalanx loves to see it, but unfortunately you weren't able to capitalise. Okay, let's see how close we are to rank 8 now. I realise this team is entirely unoptimised, by the way, everybody. I plan to build proper teams. You know, once I've harvested some resources. Okay, nearly that. Still no bottle caps. Probably because I haven't performed well enough. Hey, Phalanx has put in work, but if we're using Phalanx, we should probably have much better pieces around the Phalanx. Check out my podcast, Chazingdra, chats, life stories and dream teams of people in the Pokemon community. More than 80 episodes, Wolfglick, PM7, MNJTV, Austin John plays. There's bound to be an episode for everyone. Alright, Phalanx, let's reach rank 8 and let's do it in style. Xerneas. Ampharos, not terrible. Not great. Why didn't I switch? Why didn't I switch? The way Ampharos runs is so cute. Okay, Phalanx. Let's go. Nice. Good job, Phalanx. I'm surprised that Phalanx is fine. After that, we're locked on the field for some reason. I cannot lose. Come on, let's weave it in, let's weave it in. Nice. We get code as well, but hold on. Yeah, we'll get those. Welcome in, everybody. Possibly our last battle on stream, so you're just in time. Oh dear. What was that? Amphi. Yeah. Nah. Flags have done some decent work. Agreed. Yeah. It's not to play now, though. Ooh, this could be good. Hello. Ah! That can make care of it in a minute. Yep. Sure. Alright, it's the last two in the last 20 seconds. Oh, it is Mega Ampharos. No. You're no fun. Come on, close combat. Let's claim it. No, no. Oh, well. Well, that could have gone better as well, but oh well, that was fun. Hopefully we've reached rank A now. Let's see how many points we've got. Yay! Reach the top rank. Mega Shard 300, but still no Bubble Cat. Water type user. Okay, we'll do one final battle having reached rank A. And then that'll be the end of the stream, so please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's queue up one more battle with Phalanx. In a team that isn't hyper-trained, it hasn't had abilities sorted or movesets or anything. It's just because I really like Phalanx, and I will be building some more optimized teams. And tomorrow on stream, the chances are I'll be shiny hunting in ZA, because I haven't done that yet. Okay. The most epic battle theme you could possibly imagine as well. Another Garchomp. Hit powder. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Oh dear. Can't believe that hit, to be honest. March, great to see the Absol Blogs interview. Sort of like proficiency some number. Oh, nice. Well, thank you so much, March Morder. Are you enjoying ZA? And thank you so much for being in the stream. Glad you enjoyed the Absol Blogs interview as well. What's your favourite Pokemon? Appreciate the kind words. What do we have here? Machamp? Sure. Oh dear. No. Phalanx hates to see this. I'll catch him on the chat when I can, everybody. Oh dear. GG indeed. For alligator, sure. Surprisingly bulky about him. There's leftovers as well. Interesting. Why did I do that? Why on earth? Are you joking? They timed that Mega Evolution perfectly, though. Last was I'm really looking forward to the DLC. Yes, agreed. Appreciate you hopping into the stream much more. This battle could be going better. Oh my goodness, Dragalgi as well. Right, time of Psychic. Is that not the KO? Goodness me. Oh wow. This battle's going terribly. Probably the worst I've ever done. Maybe that makes sense. We're in rank A now. No messing around. Hello again, Powdon. Good to see you. How's it going, friend? Should have timed it earlier. I should have better now. Oh. Oh. Why is everyone so good at switching? It's time for the donuts. I need to remind myself what those are. Ah, the worst battle we've ever done. It's official. But we had some fun with fights. And I appreciate you all being here. Interesting group of Pokemon. Agreed. Well, what a way to end the stream. Yeah. First time I've never taken any KOs, actually. People likes hoops. Cheerios. Now we're talking. Do we get any points for that? I guess we don't. Oh, okay. First Mega Evolve and Super Effective Attacker. Well, no ELA. ELO even. And of course no bottle caps. So, there we go. That was fun, everybody. We'll have more fleshed out donut decks. Oh yeah, true. I've forgotten about all these donuts things, but yeah, I need to look more into them. Sorry about that being on the podcast. Yes! That might come out this week or it might be a future week. But thank you, Alex. Really enjoyed interviewing Philip today. And just keep on coming. Well, yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the podcast. The life stories and dream teams of people in the community. Thank you, my friend. Alrighty, so that was a lot of fun. If you were tuning in for the casting of ZA rank battles, then you can go back in the VOD and watch that. You can also watch the video that I dropped today, summarising a few of the battles that I casted last week on stream and some of my insights and reflections on having done those. But of course we ended up with some rank battles there as well. If you enjoyed, once more, please do like the stream, everybody. It really does go such a long way. And do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That would mean a huge amount. We're nearly at 4,000 subscribers. Tomorrow I plan to be live again doing some shiny hunting in Pokémon Legends here because I haven't done that yet and I actually haven't found a single shiny apart from the Merri that's given to you in Pokémon Legends here. So I'm looking forward to changing that tomorrow on stream and I hope to see you there. That's my plan for now at least. Chazingdra Chats, a new episode will be dropping on Wednesday. I'm not sure quite which episode yet, but maybe that's a +1. It might be Cup of Fee. All the names on the podcast. So I hope you very much enjoy that. More than 80 episodes of the podcast, as you said, Marshmallow. We had Absol Blogs on the podcast more than a year ago at this point, which is absolutely crazy, but really interesting to get the perspective of people behind the Pokemon, the creators that we all know, and beyond. And I'm at Chazingdra across all social. Please do follow me along on X, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok. Check out the video I released today, as well as my EUIC video. I commentated the European International Championships, the biggest Pokemon tournament at the time. And giving the cast some perspective on that, how I utilise my drama school training to cast, and breaking down the competitive Pokemon video game VGC scene for everyone to enjoy, because that's the classic Scarlet and Violet and beyond Pokemon battles over there. My Discord community is linked below. It'd be a pleasure to see you in there, and my email is linked below as well. And I hope to see you live tomorrow. Let me just catch up on the chat here. Thank you very much indeed, Tony. I'm glad you had fun. And yes, please do leave a like. Always a pleasure to see you, Tony. You have a great night as well. And thank you again, Alex, for that fantastic thumbnail you did for my video. Check out Alex Hughes Splash's channel and work, everybody. Wonderful, wonderful guy. We shall notification sooner. Yes, well, hope to see you tomorrow for some shiny hunting live, March Moroder. And thank you so much, Luke. You take care as well. Once more, everybody, please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And for the final time, you have a very merry rest of your day.